Hey guys, William Murphy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. In today's episode, I'm going to be sitting here in the cold talking about my 1977 Clubman estate. So I guess firstly I should start off with an apology. I released a video saying this is my next project, and ultimately this will be my next mini project, potentially. When I got it out of the garage, I filmed a full walk around and then deleted it. I don't quite know how that happened, but it's gone, so the footage has all disappeared. I released the video a bit prematurely really, because I released it and then while it was sort of out there, I started looking at the price of panels and realised that I just couldn't afford it. I couldn't justify the cost to rebuild it. It will be rebuilt. It's just going to take a little bit longer than maybe I would like. YouTube is not a job. I do have a full-time job and a family to support, so it's yeah, things are going to take a little bit longer than hoped. I'd love to just sort of say, right, this is my project, and then just crack on with it, but yeah, I just can't. So this is my 1977 Clubman estate. I bought this car when I was 17, 18 years old, maybe 18, possibly 19. I can't remember now, but I bought it from a lady up in Cambridge who was part of the Mini Folks United mini club out there, and I saw it for sale at London's of Brighton. I sort of just fell in love with the car really. The main reason I wanted to get a Clubman estate was I was playing a lot of golf, and basically I had my standard round nose Mini, the 1989 Mayfair, and I was really struggling to get the clubs in and out of the back. So I removed the passenger seat, made it a little bit easier, and then I couldn't have passengers. So yeah, I decided to bite the bullet and upgrade. But rather than buying a modern car, I decided to buy a Clubman estate. My golf clubs fit nicely into the boot, and yeah, I could sort of go and play and not have to worry about having to get all the mud inside the car, and yeah, it was much more enjoyable. So I sold my Mayfair and bought this, and I drove it for maybe a year, maybe not even that. A few things started going wrong with it. One of the things was I left work one day, smelt a load of fuel, and the fuel tank had rusted out in multiple places, just little pinholes. And yeah, a new fuel tank and a full tank of fuel again, which wasn't the best on apprenticeship wages. The other issue I had with it was driving past the college. I know I've mentioned this in my previous video. I slammed my feet on the brake and my feet went through the floor. So again, not very good. So I'm just going to try and show you the car as best as possible. I can't really get it out because I've got wheels and tyres at the back. I've got a unit to the side. I've got stuff on the roof, and quite frankly, it's too cold to be messing around with that. This is the worst of the two sides, but I'm going to try and talk you through exactly what I'm going to be doing, and hopefully you guys will be interested in following this build series going forward. So let's get into it. So I'll start at the front of the car then. See myself. Here we go. So front wings they're actually in pretty good condition. There's a rust hole right at the very front, and all the front panel needs replacing as well. So I'm probably going to be cutting off the whole front end, starting again. And when I go into the inside, it kind of makes a bit more sense of why I'm doing that. So A panel is well, probably seen much better days, and I can lift it up and bend it back. So that's not very good. The outer seal is very much the same, and the door. If I just pull you back a little bit and show you the door. When I open this, yeah, that's not great. It's only been held on by one bolt at the front. So let's take you inside the car so you can see exactly what I'm trying to work with here. Inside the car, the outer seals, the door steps, the inner seals, the floor panel, the inner fitch panel, they're all completely rotten. I'll probably shine my torch straight through and you can just see the light of day. So yeah, a lot of work is needed at this front end, and I'm going to do a job properly by cutting out the complete inner seals and replacing those. Moving further back, we've got the door, the rear quarter, which is not in a good shape either. All the bottom section of this quarter's rusted, and further back again, it is very much the same. So I can poke my finger through the holes, and yeah, not a great job all round. So that is the worst of the two sides. The boot floor itself is pretty solid. So yeah, the driver's side is probably the worst of the two sides. I have bought a few panels and acquired a few panels as well, which is really fantastic. So thanks to the Mini community, everyone has been really supportive and trying to help me get this build sorted. I've got two genuine heritage door surrounds. So they're going to go from the top of the A-pillar down across the bottom of the doorstep, and then I think they sort of stop around the bottom of the rear part of the step, which is in quite good condition, so that's really good. I've got one line for each side. On the passenger side, I've got a half floor, so front to back floor. So I'm going to try and cut out the cross member, leave the exhaust tunnel in place, put the panel in and weld it into place. And I've also got a rear quarter panel for the near side as well. The quarter panel and the door surrounds have come from Stu's classic lockup. He had a Clubman estate which I believe was sort of past the point of repair really, so he's just given up and he's moving on to a new project which is looking pretty cool. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below to his channel, so thank you very much, mate. From there, I say I've got the half floor. I've also got a rear door step, which this one is in okay condition, but when I start cutting things out, it was a really good price, too good to miss up on really. And I've also got the rear valance, centre section and the surrounds. So the idea is to try and get this car out, turn it round, back it back in, and then I can start working on the passenger side. Hopefully I'll be able to get as much done as possible, and in that time I'm getting it done, I'll be able to save a few pennies and be able to get a few more panels. So I'm going to be needing a driver's side floor panel, a driver's side rear quarter, probably going to need a cross member, and what else am I going to need? I've got doors, I'm going to need door skins, but I've got doors. Yeah, it kind of leads me to the front end of the car. Now this is a 1977 Clubman estate, as I've said a few times already. But looking at the price of Clubman front ends, I'm kind of reluctant to put one on. They only available in heritage, which the amount of panels I need, so the inner wings, outer wings, lower and upper front panels, the slam panel, the headlamp surrounds, I think that's it. It's kind of pushing £1,000, which is mega money. So I am toying with the idea of putting a round nose front on it, for a few reasons. Firstly is cost. So cost is a really big thing because I'm trying to build this car on a budget. I haven't got a lot of money, like disposable income. The next part is to do with my wife prefers the look of the round nose minis, and at the moment I've got two Clubmans. So she'd love to see me do a round nose front on it. Probably more likely to be able to get into the car then with her, and she'd be more willing to come out for drives. At the moment she's great. She comes out with the Clubman and she hopefully enjoys it. But if I can do a round nose conversion, there's probably more chance that we can go out and have a good time, and she might even drive it. So that's that. So that is pretty much both sides of the car, the floor panels, and of course the roof panel. I'm going to need to get a new roof panel because it's rusted in this corner, the corner over there, the other corner, all four sides, and even through the centre of the roof. Some places it's been done as well. One of the other issues I have with this car is the paintwork, as you can probably see over my shoulder. I believe the previous owner painted it with Hammerite. When I questioned what the paint was done in, I'm sure they said they used Hammerite in a gun and sprayed it on. Hammerite's really thick, so I'm expecting it to be a bit of a pain to try and get off. So what I might try and do is get one of these portable shot blasters, trying to blast away all where the weld joins are, where the spot welds and stuff are, so that I can make it a little bit easier for myself, and then the rest of the panel can just be chopped off and then binned, or maybe used again for other areas of repair. I mean, like, the centre of the panel is a really good condition, so we can probably make something work. Once it's done and all the panels are together and complete, I'm going to be attempting to respray the car. So that's going to be a fun adventure. Whether I do it in here or not, I'm not sure. I have got the space to do it, but it's just whether I want to get the floor all mucky and all the walls and everything can dust everywhere and filler and stuff. So I have to come across that bridge when we get there. Something may become available where I can use a workshop or a spray booth, which would be phenomenal. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of give you a bit of an update and tell you exactly where I'm at, what I'm doing, what the plans are. And obviously I released the video, it's had over 1,000 views on that video, so thank you very much. And then I just left it. So yeah, today is a bit of a fill in the gaps and explain exactly what's going on. It's looking a bit sorry for itself, but we will get it sorted. There is a fantastic YouTube Classic Mini community, and I'm sure if I get stuck on anything, the guys will help. It's great to be able to have this sort of community we've got, and everyone's sort of willing to chuck in ideas and help where they can. But yeah, that is it for today. I just thought I'd say fill in the blanks, and I hope you've enjoyed this content. I know it's a little bit dull, me just sat here talking about my project, but yeah, I wanted to keep you up to date. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this content and you're quite keen to see the rest of the build, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Like the video, and if you can, comment down below your thoughts on what I should be doing with the car. Scrapping it is not an option now. I've had the car too long. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to be cracking on with another project today, and that'll be coming very soon. So I will see you guys next time. See you later.